Hey, so I just have to talk about this situation. Not the one in RuneScape from 3 weeks ago. That was a huge Reddit post. I'm talking about the Reddit post that was from yesterday. So it's this YouTube video, and we aren't going to spend our time
Ignorance of
watching this
willful
whole video.
ignorance. What you're about to see
Sub to
is the most
Jupiter.
shameful, shameless streamer behavior, simp, streamer worship behavior, lack of critical thinking. I wanted to debate the guy. I wanted to.
So he makes a lot of good points. Again, give this guy some support for the cause that someone was willing to call Shobek out publicly. There's been many cases of this, but essentially what happens in
To
this
make
video is Shobek rolled on a shield when he wasn't tanking, so it should be considered off spec. He actually rolls main spec so that in the automated system it gives him higher priority. And by the time that other people were able to speak up about that situation, the Master Looter had traded the item to Shobek, and Shobek instantly equipped it. And there's a long history of this. If you look back in this own raid, it seems like it happened earlier in this raid. So he's done a lot of raids. There's been a lot of times where there's been questionable behavior. But again, like I was just saying, I want to talk about a couple weeks ago, he made waves in the OSRS community, and people got a little bit frustrated. He became insufferable. And I'm not trying to like attack someone's character, right? Or like a person for being a person, but the point of this ninja is that it was a ninja, right? It's someone doing something wrong and taking away from someone else. And that's not really the case of what happened in RuneScape. It was just him getting burnt out. And basically, everyone's like, yeah, dude, this guy thought that he could get untrimmed Slayer Cape and have all these accomplishments in RuneScape and just didn't appreciate the level of effort that it takes to have that. RuneScape is a game that you have to put in the hours to an extreme extent. And then this other guy's like, he's a high end WoW player. Uh, the question really is how high end he is. He does have some good clips, and I will say like his PvP prowess on Rogue is solid. He's a Rogue player through and through. But speaking of being a Rogue player, let's just go ahead and watch this. So this is back in SOD 2 years ago, and he's saying, Mel, my angel. So notice how before this happens, he calls angel. That's noteworthy in the next 30 seconds. But he's getting boosted in SOD. And he's saying, hey, I don't have a lot of time. You need to get me levels faster. I need you to level me faster. I need BFD. BFD, the lockout ends in an hour and a half. I need you to get boosted so that I can go get carried in BFD really, really quickly. It resets at 10. 1 hour, 20 minutes. I gotta get inside.
Holy shit, the angel saw the fucking wings sprouted, baby.
The
Hell
angel. So notice how he calls it. So it happened before this, and he's continuing to get boosted by someone that's fly hacking. On stream, I think that's pretty bold to have that kind of behavior. Wasn't in trouble for it. Someone made a Reddit post about it. And just a lot of people have a lot of things to say. This is the guy who is ninjing from people in hardcore 2 years ago talking about the ninja. I know a guy played him. So loot has been a long-standing thing. And not just loot. I'll just tell you now my experience. This is my raid group.
just messaged me saying that I was quote unquote underperforming and he's going to take half my cut.
If you look
And
at
I-
your damage on the logs,
It's not performance.
it's not about
based in that,
performance.
like,
it's
the
about
top
your
performers.
That they get an
it's more
extra
like
cut. It's about you.
if you're absolute dog shit like you are, then you deserve a penalty. Is what it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Glad I could clear that up for you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So
I should take that back. I don't actually know if this was a daily or a Greedy Goblin. I just know that Shobek came to 1 or 2 of the runs and very quickly
Shonen just messaged
was
me saying that
banished. Yeah, I think this actually was Greedy Goblins. But anyways, it's a GDKP, right? And Shobek didn't do anything. Notice how he has like fiery weapons right now. He's wearing like a level 40 weapon or something because of the RP value. And he's like, wait, you're really thinking that I'm not going to get the same as everyone else, even though I did nothing? And they're like, yeah, dude, you're not a real person. And then just to give some more context with this, the guy calls him out and says, yeah, dude, you're dog shit. And Shobek really took that personally. He ended up finding that guy's Twitch stream and telling other people to go after him, essentially. It was just really, really weird what happened in this instance. So I just had to talk about that. And Shobek did GDKPs back on Whitemane. Once he got removed from all the other groups and just trash talked over and over for how bad he was, he had nowhere else to go. So he made his own groups. People didn't have a good time with that. So what he did is he would bring 0 other rogues to the raid and take things for the minimum amount of gold while trying to push up other things. He also talked a lot about buying gold and said that as a streamer, since it's his job, it's like an investment, essentially. Very strange to have that logic. But anyways, another instance here where he ninja'd orbs in Strat Live and just kind of made fun of the situation. Last thing here is just his hardcore experience. It's kind of loud, so I'm muting it at the start here. Notice here at the start, so he has Yamato targeted. If you don't know the context of this, Yamato basically had to survive in the arena to not die on hardcore. I think? No, never mind, I take that back. It was... Oh, so this is actually interesting. So Yamato later was involved in a lot of drama with pirate software, right? So the fact that Yamato lived here was clutch. He like screws up and targets someone different. So he ends up targeting a different rogue at the last second. He stuns the rogue and then just immediately gets owned. So he loses his hardcore character. Wrecked. So someone else dies too, but yeah, players owned him. So yeah, I don't really ever want to like pile on other people too much, but I just want to talk about history, and it seems pretty clear to me that in general the community doesn't approve of this kind of behavior, and it's just interesting to see someone that is able to keep going with it, right? Just to be clear, he doesn't say real words a lot of the time when he's doing his anime thing. He's just saying sounds, which I, I mean, not like I can really speak to it, but I just feel like that's a little disrespectful. Imagine if, I don't know, I can't really compare anything to it. It's just kind of weird, right? Hong Kong Hua, it's all you do, random words, okay? Enjoy, but anyways, just a weird one.